Hey everybody, it's Elaine. Today I'm going to be changing things up a little bit. Instead of our usual discussions about books, I'm going to be hosting a trivia show. Most of the questions have to do with the history of books, but there are some about publishing and just books in general. Competing today are going to be Jeremy and Michelle, who is not currently on video, but that's fine.
Hey!
I think I'm just going to go back and forth. Would either of you like to start with the first question? Do you want to,
Give it to me.
All right. So question number 1 is, what are the 5 largest trade book publishers? A. Penguin Random House, Scholastic, Macmillan, HarperCollins, Simon & Schuster, and Hachette. B. Penguin Random House, Macmillan, HarperCollins, Simon & Schuster, and Hachette. C. Penguin Random House, Macmillan, HarperCollins, Tor and Hachette. Or D. Penguin, HarperCollins, Scholastic, Tor and Hachette.
Can you read the first one again?
Sure. A. Penguin Random House, Scholastic, Macmillan, HarperCollins, Simon & Schuster, and Hachette.
B.
Good job! You're right. It's Penguin Random House, Macmillan, HarperCollins, Simon & Schuster, and Hachette, which is actually a French company.
Yes!
All right. Here we go, Jer. What percentage of U.S. book sales does Amazon control? Is it A, more than 40%, B, more than 30%, C, more than 60%, or D, more than 70%?
More than 40%.
Great.
Oh, wow.
Great. I would laugh so hard if you tied. It's not even funny. Okay, Michelle. How many books were published in 1778? Is it A, 460 books, B, 450 books, C, 451 books, or D, 461 books?
I'm clearly going to pick C, whatever number that was.
C was 451 books. You're actually 10 books off. It was 461 books were published in 1778.
But I didn't like those 10 books, so they don't count.
You don't even know what they were. I don't either. Totally fine.
The Bible. All of them.
Probably. It's probably true. Okay, Jeremy. When were the earliest books published? Created, rather. I'm sorry. Is it A, 1000 BCE, B, 1200 BCE, C, 1300 BCE, or D, 1400 BCE?
1300 BCE.
Nope. The earliest books were created in 1000 BCE. The Chinese made book-like objects out of a mixture of wooden strips and bamboo.
Oh.
How'd you not know that? It's common knowledge.
Yeah.
Play nice, guys. Okay. Number 5. Who formed the prototype for the mass productions of books and when? This is for Michelle. Is it A, Johann Gutenberg in 1453, B, John Gutenberg in 1463, C, Johann Gutenberg in 1473, or D, Johann Gutenberg in 1443?
Oh.
No, stuff you learned in school.
I'm going to say, what was D?
Johann Gutenberg, 1443.
That sounds right.
Very, very close. It was actually A. He created it in 1453 when he converted a wine press into the printing press.
I should have known that. I like wine.
Wine is good stuff.
It is.
Okay, Jeremy. Where was the first colonial book written? Is it A, Boston, Massachusetts, B, Cambridge, Massachusetts, C, New York City, New York, or D, Plymouth, Massachusetts?
I want to say Cambridge.
You're right. It is.
Oh, hey.
It was made in 1640 by Stephen Day and consisted of a collection of biblical psalms.
The Bible, I told you.
Yeah, it's always
Everything's the Bible. Okay, Michelle. Which group was the first to develop the encyclopedia? Is it A, the French, B, the English, C, the Greeks, or D, the Dutch?
I feel like it has to be. Was the English one of the answers?
Yes.
I mean, it's called a Britannica. That sounds very British.
It is British, but actually the first group who developed the encyclopedia were the French. In 1751, they composed a book of articles that were set in alphabetical order. The first encyclopedia contains a mixture of radical and highly opinionated writing that sparked debate across Europe.
Ooh.
Okay, here we go, Jeremy. What was the eclectic reader? Is it A, a collection of queer short stories, B, a book of fantasy, C, a collection of children's fairy tales, or D, the first textbook?
I feel like it's kind of a shot in the dark. I'm gonna say fairy tales.
Actually, it's the first textbook. It was
Oh.
published in 1836 by William Holmes McGuffey, and it would teach U.S. school children how to read for the next 75 years.
Yeah, it's an
That's a
effective.
pretty long shelf life.
Yeah,
It
that's
is
an effective
a
book.
really long shelf life, like worse than the Sam ran, see Sam run that our parents grew up with,
Yeah, I mean, textbooks now change every year.
or less. Yeah. Okay, Michelle. When were mass market paperbacks first printed? Is it A, the 1890s, B, the 1880s, or C, the 1870s, or D, the 1860s?
Again, this seems just like shots in the dark, so I'm gonna say 1830s. Was that one of the options?
No. Should I read them
40s.
again? It's when were the mass market paperbacks first printed? A, 1890s, B, 1880s, C, 1870s, or D, 1860s?
1860s.
Actually, the 1870s. They were printed on cheap pulp paper, which I think is where they got the pulp fiction books, those. And they were popular amongst those in both the middle and working class.
Hey, were
Well,
those
I've always
penny
been off.
dreadfuls?
They could have been penny dreadfuls. Seems like a thing. So Jeremy, this one should be a little easier. Maybe. We'll see. When was Amazon established? Was it A, 1993, B, 1994, C, 1995, or D, 1996?
95.
Can I steal?
You
That's
should
the one thing I knew.
No fair. Fun fact, the first time the company made its first profit was in 2002.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's kind of bad when you think about it.
And now they rule the world.
It's true. Michelle, who introduced paperback dime novels which sold for 5 or 10 cents? Is it A, Erastus Beadle, B, Irwin Beadle, C, Erastus and Irwin Beadle with a T, or D, Erastus and Irwin Beadle with a D?
Beetle with a D.
Which one or both?
Oh, if both was an option, I can pick both?
Yeah, it's D is both with a D. Erastus and Irwin, the D.
Yeah.
You're
with a
right.
D.
It was Erastus and Irwin Beadle with a D.
Yes.
Shell's catching up, Jer. Better watch
I've now gotten 2.
Okay, Jeremy.
With the D.
Which of the following is not a top 20 banned classic book? Is it A, The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald, B, The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger, C, The Grapes of Wrath by John Steinbeck, or D, The Odyssey by Homer?
Which one's not a top 20 banned book?
Banned classic.
The Odyssey.
Good job. It is The Odyssey. Books are often banned because they promote radical ideas or challenge conventional authority.
Them gods,
Yeah. All right. Michelle, what is the most likely reason that a book will be banned? Is it A, offensive language, B, sexually explicit material, C, unsuited to the age group of its intended market, or D, violence?
Sexual. B? I think it was B.
Yes. Great job, Michelle. 1 point behind. It's okay. Jeremy, what became the first English work to be printed in the form of a book? Is it A, Chaucer's Canterbury Tales, B, William Makepeace Thackeray's Vanity Fair, C, Wilkie Collins' The Moonstone, or D, Charles Dickens' Hard Times?
I feel like I heard somewhere it was Canterbury Tales.
It is Canterbury Tales. So, unfortunately, Michelle, Jeremy won, but because it's your birthday, he didn't win. I nullify his victory.
Yes! Favoritism. It's what America's founded on.
Pretty much.
Yes!
Listen,
I got the Electoral College.
in order for me to throw it to you, I would have had to know the answers to not say the right ones.
True. True. Very true. So thank you both for coming. And I just wanted to cite my source. I used Campbell's and All's. There was a group of people, but mainly Campbell, who wrote the Media and Culture textbook, The 10th Edition, for all of these questions. And again, thank you both for coming. I hope you had fun.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun.
I learned a thing.
You learned a thing? That's good.
Apparently, encyclopedias are French, not British, like the Britannica implies.
It was only the first one.
Ugh,
After that, they knew nothing.
they were Jon Snow.
All right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.